Yes, welcome to Dynamicom TV, where we publish news on politics, entertainment, celebrities, and metro stories. We have another trading news for you today, and the headline here is: Nigerian police allegedly shoot 17 members of IPOB and 70 others arrested. Alright guys, please, before I go ahead to read today's news to you, if this is your first time you are watching on our channel, please, there is a red subscribe button below this video. Just go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and then click on the bell icon beside it, so as to be the first to be notified whenever we publish news in the future on this channel without you missing any news again. And now the news in detail. As many as 17 members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Tuesday were allegedly shot by a combined team of Nigerian police and other security agencies. IPOB, in a statement signed by Unlawful and forwarded to Daily Post, alleged that 70 members of IPOB and others were arrested by the security agency in Ebonyi State. The statement reads in part: "We, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, found it distasteful that rather than confront rampaging and modern Fulani herdsmen in the country and in Ebonyi State, the Nigerian army and police have combined and continued their harassment and unwarranted attack against the peaceful family of IPOB in Ebonyi State." The statement reads: A combined team of Nigerian Army Force invaded the venue of a peaceful IPOB gathering in Ebonyi local government at 5 p.m. on Sunday, 27th October 2019, with more than 50 Hilux vans, during an inauguration ceremony, and opened fire on defenseless mothers and fathers without warning. Such mindless and animalistic brutality cannot happen and has never happened in the north, where the top four most deadly terror groups are operating freely without restriction. The security agencies and its operatives opened fire on everybody at the venue of the meeting, which resulted in many casualties. 17 people sustained severe gunshots. 17 people sustained severe gunshot wounds, while over 70 people were abducted and taken to unknown location, he stated. Mr. Powerful noted further that if the same murderous exhibited by the Nigerian Army and Police in Ebonyi can be exhibited in the fight against terrorism, banditry and kidnapping, lawlessness in the north, peace and tranquility will resume in the country. The continued killing of innocent civilians in Ebonyi State by terror herdsmen on one hand and Nigerian Army on the other hand is troubling. This continued invasion and intimidation of Biafran land must stop, Imapuafu stated. All those responsible for this attack will pay dearly for their life when the time comes, and their children shall also pay dearly in such acts perpetrated by the IPOB members, Imapuafu added. In a swift reaction, the Commissioner of Police, Ebonyi State Police Command, who spoke to journalists through the PPRO ASP, Lovett Odo, debunked the allegations, stating that it only arrested 6 members of the group in a primary school in the state. She said that IPOB members started attacking the security agents immediately they sighted their men coming in the area, which they gathered together in a primary school. Lovett further stated that the IPOB members hit one of their DPO, one named John, with heavy stone on the head. She added that he would have died but for the helmet he was wearing and bulletproof that he was wearing prevented him not to have a wound on the head. She said, "Why are they saying police busted into where they were holding a meeting? Are they supposed to hold a meeting in Nigeria when they have been proscribed? In law, there is what is called an unlawful assembly. IPOB members were gathering in a school unlawfully, and we got the information. That is why we went to the area. Members of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, assembled unlawfully, and the information got to us. That was on October 17, 2019, at one primary school in Ebonyi local government area of Ebonyi State by 2:50 p.m. On reaching the area, the IPOB member sighted on our coming, and we are already waiting for us to be attacked," she said. On receiving the information, men of Operation PUFF, others of our command, in active collaboration of other security agencies, went to the place. We thought that IPOB members were just normal people that gathered together to have an unlawful meeting, even when they know that they are not lawful in Nigeria and allowed for such meeting. But yesterday was very different. As soon as police got to the area, to their greatest surprise, Mr. John said, the DPO of the division, was seriously attacked, if not by the grace of God with his herdsmen. With his helmet and bulletproof, he would have been a dead man. If not because of that, he was seriously kicked as a policeman. Having his herdsmen on him and his bulletproof, he would have been killed. By now, you would have just heard that a chief superintendent of police is dead by the heat from the IPOB members. Their lawyer, who was with the IPOB members, was arrested. I talked with him, and I was surprised that he denied being their legal advisor. He said he was taking their briefs. I don't know the difference between a legal advisor and someone who takes a brief for an organization like IPOB. Many of them ran away, but we were able to arrest at least 6 of them. They are in our custody at the moment. They are fully dressed in IPOB uniform, she stated. When contacted, the spokesman of the army, Musa Sagi, did not respond to requests for reaction at the time of this report. Alright guys, this is a report coming to us concerning a clash between the IPOB members and the police in Ebonyi State. This Ebonyi State has been a harassment and a state harassment by the IPOB members anytime they gather for a normal gathering as member of the IPOB family to have their meeting. It seems that the governor of Ebonyi State does not want any gathering by the IPOB members. That means he is really afraid concerning any gathering of the IPOB member, because whenever a clash or a police invaded into a group of people gathering, means the state government and even the local government is involved in such acts and to perpetrate mayhem, which is not good. And many comments are coming due to this perpetration against the people of IPOB members. We would like to read some of the statements that is coming. There are some good ones, there are some negative ones. Everyone have their opinion to err in this such outrageous act by the police and the IPOB members. Nobody knows the truth, but the truth must come out, because the killing of members in the society, mostly in Ebonyi State, we are having news of Ebonyi State, both Fulani herdsmen, IPOB members, killing upon killing, kidnapping, and many more are happening in this Ebonyi State government, which means Governor Obiano is not doing a very good job in his state, because we are getting a lot of negative news from Ebonyi State. After Fulani herdsmen attack and IPOB members attacked by the police agencies, and a lot of mayhem in Ebonyi State. Alright guys, we bring this comment to you from Ndubisi Ani. He said, intimidation upon intimidation to IPOB members is getting out of hand. I don't know when will the zoo police stop harassing innocent Biafrans, but no retreat, no surrender. We must continue. All hail Biafran. This is coming from a lady, Sonia. Sonia said, Biafrans are still calm because of our able leader is holding us. If not, this zoological country called Nigeria will hear from us. I am a lady who is ready to fight the war for Biafrans and clash the police down. They don't know us. They don't know we are ready. They think we are not ready. I am a woman. We are ready to clash down the police station at any time we receive order from our leader. Our leader is the one that just calm us down. We are just waiting. The zoo will hear from us. This is another one coming from Tunde Ahmed. This Tunde Ahmed, the name sounds like a Yoruba or Hausa name, because this is not an Igbo name, but we have to read the comment from Tunde Ahmed. He said, let thunder strike that your mouth, you lady police. This useless woman, can you go to Sambisa forest and talk to Boko Haram to stop their gathering? Can you inform the Boko Haram that their gathering is unlawful? Listen, the time is almost near. I am not a Biafran, but the killing of Biafran blood is gathering momentum for war. This war you uniformed men are seeking. When it will happen, you will say that it is Biafran. This is a man that is not a Biafran man speaking. You know, he said, I am smelling war, a very big war that even UN cannot stop it. But they are hearing and they cannot do anything now. When Biafran people, these IPOB people, when they stood up against the evil perpetrating against to them, the world will hear it. All of you will flee out of Nigeria for safety, and Biafrans will claim victory this time. I am smelling war, said by Ahmed. Alright guys, there are many comments here, but we cannot read all of them due to time. We just have to let you know that in such a situation like this, everyone has their opinion to stake. You can stake your opinion and let us know what to think. Let's get this last from Kano Udoka. He said, guns in the hands of our security agencies perform better only when they encounter unlawful civilians, including women and children. Their guns only act in civilians, but they left the work in north where Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping, even the Chiboko girls are still in the hands of the enemies, and they cannot go to Sambisa forest to make sure there is peace in the north. All what they do is to come to Igbo land, the Biafra land, for a peaceful gathering, to embarrass themselves and calling themselves policemen with herdsmen and bulletproof, only to act in civilians' faces. Foolish and stupid murderers call themselves policemen and army. Everyone is on the run when robbers, kidnappers, and banditry are in operation. Fools. Alright guys, these are angry comments coming from many of our Nigerians, both in diaspora and in Nigeria at a whole and in Ebonyi State. It is in your own opinion, friends, to comment and give your opinion concerning the killing of IPOB members, the Biafrans in Ebonyi State. These people are saying this is getting out of hands, and the Governor Obiano is listening and could not do anything. But when it happens in the name of Fulani herdsmen, he will rise up and speak out. Please, guys, before you go, it is very important, as we already said, to share your opinion on this point. And meanwhile, do not forget to hit on the red subscribe button and then click on the bell icon beside it, so as to be the first to be notified whenever we publish news in the future on this channel, Dynamicon TV, without you missing any news again. Thank you and welcome.